All right, hey, welcome back to Frustrated but Faithful. I'm Justin. Hey, I'm doing a three-parter. This is the second part. This is about you, the audience, why I'm doing this, and why you matter. Like I said, welcome back to Frustrated but Faithful. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. This is where we speak the real-life tension of believing big while battling resistance. Battling resistance. Crazy, man. Because faith isn't always pretty, but it is powerful. So today we're talking about you out there in the audience, who this podcast is for and why you matter and why God is doing in your life even when you can't see it, which sucks, I gotta tell you. Sucks big time, and I get it. It blows. All right. The people who carry the weight quietly, kind of like myself. You know, this podcast is for you who don't get to fall apart publicly. You got to keep it together. I mean, seriously. You do everything. You go out of your way. You do the extra mile, and you just still feel empty inside. You know, the ones who carry the big loads. You know, leaders, providers, entrepreneurs, parents, men and women of responsibility. People who show up for everyone else except themselves. But down deep inside, they are walking through a private storm, which I can relate more than you can know I can relate. So you're strong, but you're tired. Hopefully that you're not too tired, but you are stretched really thin. Holding on, but something just barely, you know. You just feel like letting go. You feel like saying, screw it, done, been there. But you love God too much, you believe in a purpose, and you have a calling whether you want to admit it or like it or not. But right now the process feels brutal. And I'm been there. I've just coming out of it myself. That's why I'm doing this. So this one's who are ready for the next level. Sorry, I can't even talk. This one is ready. Whoever is ready for the next level, like myself. You know who you are. If you're listening, you definitely know who you are. You're the people with dreams, with a big assignment, a big business idea, a calling, even a ministry, a story that's not finished, but something. Fear, fatigue, finance, rejection, silence has slowed you down. Your limiting belief systems slowed you down. I'm slowly shedding those in my dreams with God. So you're not stuck because you lack talent. No way. No, you're very talented out there. You're stuck because you're in transition. No, you're not stuck. Transitions can feel like punishment, but they're actually preparation. I can relate to that. I know I keep saying I can relate to that. I believe it, you know. So why do you out there matter to the kingdom above? God doesn't waste frustration. If you feel frustrated, resistance, spiritual tension, it's because you have a calling on you and the dark side is just kicking up the spiritual warfare on you. It's because heaven is forming something inside of you that's great. You don't want to miss it. And I believe nobody wants to miss it. You matter because you carry a breakthrough, your breakthrough that you've been asking for. Your story will lift others. So I'm doing this. I want to let people know that I'm out there. I want to help you any way I can. Your calling is tied to the people God is trying to reach, which are out of reach right now. Your voice, your experiences, your pain, someone needs it. Your obedience is generational impact. You believe it. This podcast is for the ones God is training quietly, sharpening in secret, building in silence. Your pain has purpose. I totally believe that too. Your waiting has weight. And most of all, your faith does have power. Don't give up. If you're listening to this now, hear me. You are seen. You are important. And God is not done with you yet. So If you are listening to this and you've tuned in, share this with someone who is pushing through the same season that you just pushed through or you're in right now. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I'm going to do the 3rd episode coming up later this week. And I want to end with thanks for everybody's support. Thanks for the people I've helped so far. And I want to say, because faith isn't always pretty, but it is powerful. Have a great day. Take care, everybody.